What's your Thomas back to the Retro Reviews here on Thomas Retro Reviews with WCW Wrestle War 1992. Um, Literally, this was like Bad Blood 2004. It was just a one match card, but match show or something like that, but whatever. May 17th at the Jacksonville Memorial Coliseum in Jacksonville, Florida. So, this was be the last Wrestle War pay per view. The name Wrestle War is interesting, but other period names like I prefer up there. Like yeah, another like WCW review in 2026. That's like my third. Can WWE just put all the stuff on Netflix? The WCW content that is, as well as the ECW stuff also. Yeah, I'm nitpicking. That's all. And can they just put all the other old Raws on there and SmackDowns on there? Man, you know how much we missed the WWE Network. This was on the WCW Vault channel, so you can watch it. But yeah, most of that stuff is WCW 2000 content. They last a lot. On this, at least. I did all the 2000 pay-per-views. And yeah, we're moving on from this. Um, this whole thing, really. So, like I said, there'll be one more next week. It'll be Payback 2014, so, yeah. So there's your final review for the month of August. And then we're going on to September, which you obviously know what they were. Those are Unforgiven 2006, TNA No Surrender 2011. Yeah, I'm telling you what they are. Who cares? What else? Something. Oh yeah, the first TNA period, Victory Road 2004. Yeah, we're going to get all the 2004 periods done with, and the Night Champions 2015. So there you go. What's for October? Who knows? Anyways, we start off with the United States Tag Team Championships. Yeah. I don't know why they were there. The Freebirds defeat Terry Taylor and Greg Valentine to win the tag titles. This was a decent tag team title match. And yeah, it was a decent enough tag match. I think it was 6.5 out of 10. That's what it is. You know. Anyways, next up is Johnny B. defeating Tracy Smothers. I don't know why he's on here. It was just there as a 4 out of 10. That's all I have to say. Anyways, moving on. Scotty Flamingo, that's Raven, by the way, defeats Marcus Bagwell, aka Buff Bagwell. It's kind of interesting to see the future Raven here way before this. Like I said, the time I see WCW was with the NWO, Goldberg, DDP being a big star, and you know, I about all that. This stuff is like way before my time. And yeah, a 6 out of 10 I'll give it. It was another okay match. Anyways, next up is Ron Simmons defeating Mr. Hughes. Cactus Jack attacks the Junkyard Dog during this. I think this was supposed to be a tag team match, but it just ended up being a singles match. Why was Cactus Jack in this whole thing? He was not in the match, but still. Kind of weird. 5, I'll give it. It was there. Then we got the Super Invader. Who defeats Todd Champion. Again, who? 0 bad. I know I'm quickly going through the show because... yeah, this was just a one-match card, really. Yeah. Anyways, then Big Josh defeats Richard Morton. Again, why was this on the pay-per-view? This should have just been on Saturday night, really. 3. Yeah. Anyways, next up is for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, that belt was, what was that introduced in? Halloween Havoc 91? I believe it was, yeah, I did that one. That was like, what, 2 years ago I did that. Oh my god. Brian Pillman defeats Tom Zank to retain the Light Heavyweight Championship. Good match. Finally, a good match. And yeah, no complaints about that. I mean, the Light Heavyweight Championship was one of the most forgettable championships. The WCW Women's Championship is another one I think of. You could put in the WCW Hardcore Championship, but people do remember that belt for the worst, because that belt was not as funny as the WWE's version with the 24/7 rule. Still, a 7.5 I think I'll give it. Anyways, next up is a number 1 territory to determine the IWGP Tag Team Championships. Yeah, the IWGP Tag Team Championships. The Steiner Brothers defeats... oh my god, I'm gonna butcher it. Tatsuki Asika. Sorry, Tatsumi Fujinami. This was another good match. Yeah. This is before Scott became doing his whole thing with math and all that. It's hilarious. I give it an 8 out of 10. It was a great tag team match. And then finally the main event, which is probably the only reason this is a one match pay-per-view, really. Again, it's just like Bad Blood 74 with Triple H and Shawn Michaels in the Hell in a Cell match. That was like a one match pay-per-view. This is an example of a one match pay-per-view, really. It's the War Games match. Stinger Squadron, Sting, Barry Windham, Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat, and the Kid Call defeats the Dangerous Alliance of Steve Austin. It's still weird to see him with hair. Again, this is way before my time when Steve Austin becomes Stone Cold with the bald head and all that. Rick Rude, Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton, and Larry Sabisco. I mean, what do you expect? This is what people said this is the best War Games match ever, and yeah, it is the best War Games match ever. Sting has been on a lot of my content recently in these retro reviews, and you saw last night I brought him back. Why? Screw it. Facing whoever wins on Saturday for Quest for Destiny. That's this Saturday, by the way. Yeah. There was a lot of chaos and all of that, and yeah. Sting and Medusa were on top of one of the cages. Um, but going back to the whole War Games thing, I always felt War Games is a main event worthy match. It's like the Royal Rumble. It's a main event worthy match because get Royal Rumble match is part of the Royal Rumble. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, they took off one of the top turnbuckles, so Bishop was going to hit, I think Sting or somebody, but then he didn't really hit his own guy, and this led to the heels losing. And yeah, I mean 10 out of 10. Let's be fair here. You know, the one of the reason why I chose to do this because A, it's a War Games match, and B, I want to do another WCW review because, like I said, the content on my WCW reviews this year has been lacking. And yeah. And they need to learn about this. They need to put all that WCW content on Netflix. And stop being... Instead of putting that stupid Unreal stuff on... I'm sorry. That Season 3 sucked. I'm pointing out there. That Season 3 sucked. Sorry about that mini rant. That's all I have to say about it. And that was Wrestle War 1992. And also don't forget, Sting is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. When I hold that belt that long, he'll lose the belt to Vader, and then Vader would drop it to Ron Simmons. And yeah. Like I said, it's just like Bad Blood 7-4. This was a one-match pay-per-view. And that's why I'm giving it a 6.8 out of 10. There was nothing bad about this show. It was a decent pay-per-view, but... like I said... next week it's going to be like another one-match pay-per-view because of the main event. Payback 2014. Yeah. That's next week. So there's that. Like I said, Saturday week Quest for Destiny 2026. And that's it. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel right here, notification bell, as well as my main channel also. Like I said, you said like all that stuff. And there. Bye-bye.